Hey students, me again, Mr. Fitz. Let's take a look at this problem. So, what is the volume of a hemisphere that has a diameter of 12.6 centimeters to the nearest tenth of a cubic centimeter? So what's the volume of a hemisphere that has a diameter of 12.6 to the nearest tenth of a cubic centimeter? All right, well, first of all, what is the volume of a sphere? That's the formula that they give us. That's 4/3, 4 over 3, times pi times r cubed, and r is the radius. So what do we know about this problem? Well, we know it's a hemisphere. So a hemisphere is actually half of a sphere. So that is what a hemisphere looks like. It's half of a sphere. And what's the volume of a hemisphere? Well, it's half of a sphere, so that instead of 4/3 pi r cubed, it's 2/3 pi r cubed. You could just find the sphere and then divide it by 2 at the end. I'd like to do it this way because it's less steps. What else have they told us? They told us that the diameter is 12.6. So that's the length all the way across the sphere, or the hemisphere, should I say. So that's this length here, this whole length right here. That's the diameter. Well, diameter is not part of the formula. What is the radius. And what is the radius? Well, the radius is half of the diameter. 12.6 divided by 2 is 6.3. So that's the radius of the hemisphere. So that's what I'm going to plug into this formula right here, is 6.3. So the volume is 2/3 pi times 6.3 cubed. If I plug that all into my calculator, well, what do I get? Here are the answer choices, and the solution is right here. If you plug it all in, you get that. Where do these other things come from? Well, this one, well, let's take a look at this. If you double this, that's this, right? So that's really what's happening here. If you solved for the sphere instead of the hemisphere, and that was the most common mistake I saw, was this one. If you forgot to divide it by 2 at the end or use 2/3, you ended up with this solution. That's incorrect. Where do these others come from? Well, this here is if you use the correct 2/3 pi r cubed, only used 12.6 for the radius instead of 6.3. And then this one here is if you made both mistakes, meaning you solve for a sphere with a radius of 12.6. So you use the diameter instead of the radius, and you forgot to divide it by 2 in the end. So that's where that answer choice comes from. So hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions. I just wanted to show you those common mistakes, and thanks for watching.